People often ask us about what does it really take to put in an offer, and the answer is effectively nothing but the paperwork.
That, of course, is making it sound a little simpler than it often is, but essentially that is the case. If you really like a property, then all you're needing is a sale and purchase agreement and an agent to help you put that together, and you can offer on a property.
And of course it's not that simple, and in a lot of cases there will be further due diligence that buyers haven't done, and one of the conditions we see most often is a finance condition, because a lot of the times with first home buyers a bank actually requires a sale and purchase agreement to give unconditional finance. So it's essentially just the paperwork, but oftentimes there will be other conditions needing to be included just for further due diligence.
We're certainly not recommending that people go putting in offers without looking into things, but it is a reality that sometimes people have come along to see a house on a Sunday and the deadline or tender is just closing, 3-4 days down the track on a Thursday, and we hear time and time again, I just haven't had the time to look into everything, I love it, but I'm just going to have to sit this one out. Whereas there is a condition for pretty much everything you haven't looked into, and whilst that would make your offer highly conditional, in a marketplace like this, that doesn't mean that you're going to be worst of the bunch, probably.
And it's better than missing out. I get texts every Thursday after a deadline closes saying, what happened at the deadline, is it still available? And often from people who have been involved in the process but decided not to put an offer in. So they were clearly keen on the place and kind of bummed that they've missed out now when they had the opportunity to get involved. So it's always a good idea to have a chat to your agent prior to a deadline closing, just to get an idea of the interest and see if it's worth you putting in an offer. And if you really love the property and don't want to miss out, then you've got to put something in.
And it also means that you haven't had to spend any time, either emotionally or financially, to be doing due diligence on a place without knowing yet whether you've got an agreement on price. So it enables both buyer and seller to agree on that price, and then gives the buyer the opportunity to go through, the LIM, the building report, whether there's any engineering things that need to be looked at, finance, obviously, solicitor's approval. So you can basically have a condition for everything that you haven't done, and whilst that might make your offer a little bit more filled with conditions than you like, in a market like we have at the moment, sometimes we do only have one offer, so you could well be successful even with having all those conditions in there.